Right, our task is to receive only default route from the ISPs. We have two ISPs. ISP 1 is AS200 and AS300 is ISP 2. Both the ISPs should give you only a default route. How do you do this? And if one of the ISP fails, you can use the other ISP as a backup, and that also should be automated through BGP insert task. So starting the configuration from here, router 1, I'm going to configure IBGP as well as EBGP using Notepad. And all the routers will have loopback interface. For router 1, this is the address. And I would like to say router BGP 100. Neighbor is 10.12.0.2. Remote AS is 100. Network is 1.1.1.1. Mask and let's put this. లేదండి ఇది రౌటర్ 1 ఇది. Right, now we are moving on to router 2. And this router E00 will have 2 here. And BGP is 100. And this one is 1. And that one that I would like to advertise is 2. Okay, I also have EBGPs. There are 2 EBGPs. Neighbor 100.100.100.3. Remote AS is 200. Neighbor 200.200.200.45. Remote AS is 300. All right. So this goes on router 2. Okay, the host name has to be, okay, changed it. Done. Router 1 and 2 is done. Let's do router 3. Router 3 has got 3.5.3.5 in the loopback. Ethernet 00 has got 100.100.100.3. I still remember I have not configured Ethernet 01 and 02 on router 2. So don't worry, we'll do it. Do not worry about that, we will do it. Interface Ethernet 0/1, chat, IP address is 10.34.0.3, 0.0. And now the BGP's configuration. I'm going to do the plain configuration, normal configuration. Later we'll get into our scenario. So normal BGP configuration first. No extra fittings. 200, and then neighbor 1034 0.4, which will be router 4's address behind router 3 in 200. It's IBGP only. And then the network that we are advertising is 3.5.3.5. Next, IBGP neighbor is over. Let's do EBGP neighbor. This is 2, and it is 100 here. And this is not needed. One EBGP, one IBGP, and one network. And two interfaces. Two interfaces, Ethernet 00, router 3. Router 3. Router 3 is ISPs 1, ISP 1. No, to publish only, correct, you're right. To advertise. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, sir, Lubag only we are advertising. Okay. So, likewise, let me finish router 5, ISP2. Same Lubag, but this one will be 200. And this will be 10.56.5. And BGP is 300. And this is 10.56. And this is 6. But this is IBGP 300. And this one is 200. Okay, this is 100. That's it. Right. Now what is next? Router 4. R4 has also got a network to advertise, 4.6.4.6. And I don't need this. This is 0. 34. 4. And here 200. Right. Remote ACE is 200. And the network will be 4646. And then this is not needed. That's all. This goes on router 4. Next, router 6. This is going to be 56.6. And this is going to be 300. And this will be 56.6. So, not 5. 56.5. Remote is same IBGP. And it's the same network. Router 6. And there is no connection between routers, autonomous system 200 and 300 in our case. Not necessary. So we are not doing it. In router 2, we don't have the IP address on the WAN facing interface. So I'm putting that manually. I'm expecting eBGP at any time, any moment. So it's good. Same way here also I'm expecting another eBGP. Okay. Now, let us go check the routing table on R2. Show IP route BGP. What I'm seeing here is I'm seeing two eBGP routes. And it is going via router 3, which means autonomous system 200 is the primary. That we can also see by typing show IP BGP. Show IP BGP shows R. Why it is not showing router 5? Let's say it. Router 5 is not advertising anything. Why? Let's see why. Router 5 should advertise. Something is wrong here. Wrong, yes. Okay. Show run section router BGP. So what I did is I put 100 and this 300, correct. And then what? BGP 300 minus 300, no, 100, correct. So there is some mistake on the customer side. What did I say here? Here for 100, I've said autonomous system 200, that is right. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, okay. Slowly one network is. But why it takes so long? No, there's something wrong. It says, oh, I know why. No, I know why. No, you see, Whatever router 3 is advertising is also same network what router 5 advertises. So that is why we need to send as a default route. Okay. So it says standard 56 is pairing with wrong ace. Standard 56 is pairing with wrong ace. Show IP BGP summary. No, it's right ace. Did I make any mistake in router 6? Let me check. Show run. Maybe here I might have done wrong. Section BGP. Oh yeah, here, yeah. Mm. I'm shutting down for a while. Router BGP 300. And then I'm saying neighbor 10.56.0.5. Remote AS is 300. The 200 I have to remove. So it was my mistake, silly, very silly boy, makes silly mistakes. Okay, now let us go to router 5 and see is everything okay. Wait for some time, it looks idle now. Sure, I have a BGP summary. Something wrong. No, it will come. Okay, now fine. Let us go to router 2. Okay, everything is cool. From ISP1 also you are getting 2 subnets, ISP2 also you are getting 2 subnets. And if I remove that, I can see there are 2 paths. For each network, there are 2 paths. Now preferred is router 3. As you did in the previous lab exercise, if you shut down router 3, router 5 is going to be the path, there is no doubt in it. But we do not want to learn this. Router 2 should not learn this. Why? In the real world, there will be millions of networks from ISPs. If you learn that, then your router will not withstand. Enterprises routers are not that big like service provider routers. And also, it is not necessary for you to learn all million routes. So, you decided to only take a default route from the service provider. Now, how the service provider will provide you the same? This is what ISP side, see, ISPs will have these routes in the routing table. The advertisement should be there in ISP's router. See, R4 should advertise, R6 should advertise. ISPs, they don't have any problem in learning and advertising. But customer has got a problem. Customer says, no, I don't want to learn all those networks from you because I cannot. You need to, I'm repeating again the answer. You have to advertise that. Why? In the real world, this is not the only customer for you. You have millions of customers. For them, different policy. They want to know 3.5.5.5 in the routing table. You got my point? Only this customer don't want. You understand? So if you don't advertise, then there is no point of what? This lab. The scenario is valid only if you advertise. At the same time, you should not advertise to router 2. You should advertise 3.5.5, 4.6.4.6. But when you are advertising to router 2, you should filter those networks and advertise only the default route. You got it? Mm. But for other customers, you have no problem in advertising it. So our focus is only on this customer AS100. Now, how to achieve? You already did that in the lab, but I want you to cross-check whether you did the same way that as I have done. So I'm in R3. I'm going to ISP and say router BGP 200, and I'm going to say neighbor 100, 100, 100 to default. In default originate. I said this on R3 ISP1. I will also say the same thing on R5 ISP2. But this is not the only thing that you need to do. You also need to do a few more things. I'm just taking you step by step. Neighbor 200, 200, 200 to default originate. This you have done. You told me you have done this. For this particular neighbor, you have done this. Now let's go and see on router 2 the BGP table. The earlier BGP table was like this. Now also it is the same. There is no difference. Let's clear and see. Clear IP BGP star soft. I also want to clear on router 3 and router 4. Clear IP BGP star soft. Also an ISP2. Clear IP BGP star soft. Okay. Now going to router 2 to check whether any difference. Look at this. You got a default route from both router 3 and router 5, as well as usual, you are getting this. Wait, yeah, correct. We need to filter that. So show IP route BGP, you have specific routes. You also have a default route. As a result, if you add one new network in R3 now, I'm going to R3, interface loopback 33, I'm putting IP address 33.33.33.33. This I can ping it. I can ping this. Even though I don't have route in the routing table, I don't have 33, right? I have not advertised in BGP, but because I had the same story, you can ping it. Right now, R3 is the gateway. Right now, R3 is the gateway. If gateway switches, then R5 can ping. R5 also, you add the same network, 33, 33. Now, if I try pinging 35 or 35 or 35 or 35 with the source of 2.2.2.2, it will use default route. Okay, 33. Okay, it's pinging perfectly. How it is pinging? Because of the default route. You can also ping this using same work. So what I'm trying to say is, in the real world, there may be some specific route customer want. See, I told you millions of routes will be there by the with the provider. You may not like all millions of routes, but you may like to have some routes to reach your own branch office and well-known customers. You want a dedicated route in the routing table. Do you understand? So you want some networks in the routing table, but not all from the internet. Do you understand? That's the scenario that you are seeing here in the top in the routing table. Some networks you have for the internet, but for the other unknown networks you use this. So this is also one of the way in which the customers receive route from the ISP. Now, another customer, as we said in the beginning, they don't want to have this route. They only want the default route. How are we going to achieve that? Right, I can write a prefix list. And using the prefix list, I can filter. Yeah? How to do that? Let me do it. Let's show. Go to router 3, IP, prefix list, and give any name. I'll say filter, filter AS 100, filter to AS 100, and then permit only the default route. Simple. Now I'll put the same filter on router 5 also. Done. Now on router 1, router BGP. Yeah, prefix list is global. Router BGP, and I'm going to say neighbor 100.100.100.2 prefix list. You see, you can call this prefix list. And then you should say out or in. Out. You understand? While you send the prefixes out to the customer, it should be as per the prefix list. The prefix list, whatever allows, you should allow. Only this is allowed. You understood? Now I'm going to do the same on router 3. Sorry, router 5. Router BGP 300, neighbor 200.200.200.2, and prefix list, name, out. Clear IPBGP start soft. Let me also go to router 3 and clear. Clear IPBGP start soft. Done. Now if I'll go to router 2 and check the BGP table first, I want to check the BGP table first. Look at this, vanished. Vanished. Which is vanished? 3.5.3.5. 4.6.4.6 is vanished. You got it? So show IP BGP summary, you will be learning only one network from each ISP. And that network, that route is default route only. Let's check the. Yeah. You want to permit also. Correct. Now, if you see, you got only one default route, but still you can ping all those things which you are pinging earlier. You say, I'm able to ping 355. I'm able to ping 33. I can ping 4646. Whatever. So, in short, what I would like to say here is, you have achieved what you want to achieve. Show IP route, you can see only a default route from eBGP. This is IBGP, just ignore this one. Okay? Only one default route from eBGP. And if router 3 goes down, you will have the same ping, but this time via router 5. Wait some time. The convergence should happen. Router 3 is down. It should. Oh, sorry. We don't have 33 no on router 5. We don't have 33. This should be. Wait some time for the convergence. The BGP should converge. I just shut down. This is a simulated environment, so line protocols won't go down soon. Show IP BGP summary. Oh, it's still see in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So if you want immediate impact, then clear IP BGP star soft. Then you can see that immediate impact. It will be dropped. So you need to change the timer. You need to change the timer. Show IP route BGP. Still it is pointing towards router 3. That's the problem. You understand? This line protocol has not gone down. It needs to time out. Show IP BGP summary. See, it still says, I'm giving a default route. And show IP BGP. This need to this up here. Show IP BGP neighbor. If you see show IP BGP neighbor, the whole time is 3 minutes. I told you, right? Hello. Okay, and then this is the whole time is 180 seconds. Last thread is like 1 minute 46 seconds before. This is what going to go down. Okay, anyway, what I'm trying to show here is you're going to lose the neighbor. Only when this is done or immediate impact clear BGP. I'm doing hard reset. Now the originality will come. See, you got default route only from router 5. Only from router 5. Router 3 is down. What? Add the prefix list to all the customers. See, you cannot use the peer group or peer template for that. For IBGP, you can do it. For EBGP, you have to do specifically separate. So you are expecting peer group? I'm waiting for this to become the best. Okay. Show IP route, BGP. Okay, now it is going via router 5, then the ping should happen. You'll be able to ping as usual. Okay. So let me bring router 3 back. Still shows router 5. 5 is the next stop. Okay, 3 also has come. Now router 3 is shown as the next stop because that has got the smallest IP address. And routing table also has got 3, 5. That's all. So the scenario, what I gave you yesterday, and the solution what I have provided now is more accurate. I know that you did not use prefix list, and I know you unnecessarily used unnecessary. Oh, that is very important. You have to publish and suppress because there are other customers who need it. And another thing is you were writing static route, which is not at all needed. I know it is a internet material, We got it from forums somewhere. Sorry, some sort of online blah blah. But this is the real world implementation to achieve this.